Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Fantom price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Fantom chart, which at the time of this recording is holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart. We have also continued to hold above our key area of support at around the $0.5 mark, and that is after making a low at around the $0.47 mark. We have also continued to obey the Elliot structures, where we have fully maximized our target areas to the lower side in the formation of these larger Elliot wave count 2 right here in yellow. And I now believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you my next price targets here on the Fantom chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership, and allow me to continue with the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that after making our lower low down there, we started this massive bounce to the upside, obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in red, having that as the first wave to the upside. Then we saw this corrective structure giving us the low for that wave 2. Then we saw a massive bounce to the upside, giving us a peak at around the $0.3575 mark in the formation of that wave 3. Then we saw that wave 4. Then we continued pushing even higher in the formation of this wave 5 in a move that has now given us a peak at around the $0.657 mark. And after seeing this 5 wave structure to the upside right here in red, we completed an even larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside of this Elliot wave structure right here in yellow. And after seeing the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 1, whatever we expect here on the short-term scenarios is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, and using the Fibonacci's connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, which lies between the $0.4684 mark and the $0.4107 mark. And it is within this red target area that I was expecting to see the low for that second wave, which we saw at around the $0.41 mark. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever we expected next is the start of this massive bounce to the upside of this Elliot wave structure right here in yellow in the formation of that wave 3, and sketching out minimum target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.2074 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 to the upside to do. And in the formation of that wave 3, which is an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5 wave structure in formation, which is a microwave within the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3, having the wave 5 of the fractal wave, fully maximizing our target areas at around the $1.2 mark in the formation of that wave 3. And I believe we are seeing such a scenario over here. And if I zoom in so that we can get to the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, you can see that after making our low down there in the formation of that wave 2, we saw that bounce to the upside, giving us a peak at around the $0.6 mark in what I'm terming is that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we started this corrective structure in a move that has now given us the low for that second wave, and using the Fibonacci's connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which lies between the $0.5071 mark and the $0.4847 mark. And it is within this red target area right here that I was expecting to see the low for that second wave. And you can see that yesterday we saw this massive corrective structure to the lower side, giving us a low at around the $0.4778 mark. And in that move, we managed to lose the fib level 0.618 and also give us the low for that second wave. And after seeing the low for this second wave, whatever I'm expecting next is the start of this massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And this is my next trade here on Fantom. I'm expecting this wave 3 to the upside and sketching out minimum target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. I can use the trend-based Fibonacci connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.7801 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Fantom to do in the formation of that wave 3. And for us to have confirmations that we are seeing the formation of that wave 3, we need to continue holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart. And the moment we manage to break above it and continue holding above it, then we will have the support that we need for us to continue gearing up and get to the wave 1 high at around the $0.6 mark. And the moment we manage to break above the $0.6 mark, then that will be enough confirmation that whatever we are seeing is the start of this massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And we also need to continue watching other key areas of resistances in between our current price and our target area at around the $0.78 mark in the formation of that wave 3. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios, and I've said that this is my next trade. I'm getting this long to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And if you're also interested in getting trade signals on trades that I'm taking, make sure that you contact me on Telegram by using the link in the description box. And once you do that, I'll be giving you instructions on how you can join my trade signal group on Telegram. And that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. And also taking a look at the indicators before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. We can first take a look at the RSI, where you can see we are trading at around the 49 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, which is fully supporting higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. Also jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, basing it on the Elliot wave structures. Here on the daily chart, you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in red, where you can see that from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw that massive bounce to the upside, seeing the all-time high at around the $3.5 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices in this ABC corrective structure, in a move that gave me a low at around the $0.015 mark, in a move that gave me a low at around the $0.16 mark in what I'm terming as the low for that higher Elliot wave count 2. And after seeing the low for that second wave, whatever I'm expecting on the long-term scenarios is the start of this massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, where I have minimum target areas at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $5.7395 mark. And I'm also expecting to see another 5 wave structure in formation within that larger Elliot wave count 3, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios and also on the long-term scenarios. And let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.